Your company is in the market for a new call center software solution, and the new buzzword out there is contact center because it includes omni-channel now, not just calls. So you might hear that around a lot of times as contact center, but you need the call center solution to be HIPAA compliant. You're in the healthcare industry, and HIPAA compliance is obviously a big deal, and whatever software selection you make, it needs to be HIPAA compliant. Well, what does HIPAA compliance mean though? If you just ask a service provider, is your call center software solution HIPAA compliant? And they say yes, do you really know that that's the same yes as one of their competitors? Well, I wanted to make a video series on that, and today I'm going to be talking about third-party validation. But before I get too far into it, really quick, if you want to know which cloud contact center software service providers your company should be quoting, don't look on the internet for it, just actually contact me. I'm a broker for all the major cloud contact center service providers out there, and I can tell you right away which companies you should be quoting based on your organization's requirements and which you should avoid as well. More information on that at the end of the video. Okay, so if your company needs a cloud contact center solution that needs to be HIPAA compliant, one of the things you need to make sure they include in their HIPAA compliance is called third-party validation. And it's just exactly how it sounds. Their HIPAA compliance is being validated by a third party. So they're not just out there saying like, hey, we're HIPAA compliant, we've followed the rules. They're actually having a third party come in and audit them for compliance. And two questions you need to ask to take it a step further. Not only have you been validated by a third party, but who is the third party that did the validation? And also, how often are you audited? So those two questions will give you some insight. So you definitely want to know who the validation is from, because if you're ever audited for HIPAA compliance and somebody asks you those questions, you don't want to be left without a good answer that, hey, our contact center software solution is validated by a third party, and here's the third party's name, and here's how often they're validated. You want to make sure you know that information for your own compliance internally. So I hope that helped a little bit. Again, if you want to know which cloud contact center service providers your company should be quoting that are HIPAA compliant, don't search for it on Google, just contact me. That's my job. I represent all the major service providers out there. And so I know the differences between them, and I know which ones have a great reputation with our customer base and which ones don't. So reach out, contact me. I'll hook you up with the right companies. I'll introduce you to the right people within those companies, and I'll oversee the quoting process to make sure you get the lowest pricing possible for your organization. And the nice thing is if you find a service provider that you guys like and end up buying from, they pay my company my broker fee. So you don't have to pay me anything for my recommendations. So absolutely no excuse not to at least reach out and see what I have to say, and I'm happy to help. So if you like the video, don't forget to hit the like button down below and subscribe to the channel, and I'll look forward to seeing you on the next one.